Hey everybody, I am Priestess LaMeel from LaMeel.com, and this video is probably going to end up on YouTube, but this currently is being made for my Moon Goddess group. I did this live, and it was public, and I had to delete it. And so I wasn't able to get it into the group for you guys, but I'm going to do it now. The other thing I want to address right now is that I know some of you, I had told who are placing orders that I was a little bit behind schedule because I got my tooth knocked out. So yes, it's missing, and I'm okay. Thank you so much for the messages. So I bought all these ingredients, and between the tooth getting knocked out and all of those things, I am a little bit behind schedule. So I have bought these herbs, and what we're doing today in this video is it's a road opener cleanser, right? And traditionally, it was used as a floor wash, right? However, if you're like me and you have rugs and hardwood floors or whatever, it's not. This looks like I have some kind of shadow on my face. It may not be the best thing to do, right? Is to wash your floors with the herbs and the oils and things that are in this particular blend. But what I do is I use it as a spray. So I'm going to show you how I use it. I'm going to show you how to make it. And then if you have floors or tile that you can wash with, you can also throw this down the front porch if you have a front porch to kind of cleanse everything that would be coming in. So you can also use this cleanser like on your altar space. You can wipe down tables, chairs, the doors. This is pretty much a formula, a potion that is going to help you release worries, anxieties, to cleanse the energy in your home, right? So it's going to cleanse away the bad energy. It's going to welcome in the energy of love and prosperity and abundance and money and peace and tranquilities. This road opening cleanser will help remove cycles, whether you're in a bad relationship cycle, a bad money cycle, just a bad energy cycle, a work cycle. If you are feeling stagnant, if you just need some energy to be shifted, right? This will do that for you. If you are feeling stuck, if you are off balance, if you've been fighting with people a lot in your home, if you've been crying, if you feel like you are not supported by the people in your family, the people that live with you, particularly in your space, this will help clean that out. If you are feeling like you're not supported by the people in your home. So, that could be children, spouse, parents, what have you. This is where things are getting, if you have a situation where things are getting like held up, if you're having difficulty sleeping, if you're sad, if you have anxiety, if you are irritable, if someone else in the house is irritable, if you are agitated, if you feel like your life is on this hamster wheel kind of effect, or you are suffering from depression, if you are struggling to pay the rent, right? Like money is just not flowing the way that you want it to, the way that it used to. This is what you do. You use it to clean the house, right? So clean everything you can, the tables, your altars, the floors. Again, because I have a lot of fabric material in my home, I use it as a spray. I spray the doors, throw it down the front porch, all that goodness. Okay, so I have a bowl, right? And this is a bowl from the Dollar Tree. You'll notice that if I'm going to throw everything away because it's going to leave behind a mess and it's easier for me to throw everything away, I will do it in plastic Dollar Tree containers. And then certain things, when it involves like essential oils, usually when it's essential oils and it doesn't leave behind a huge mess, then I use glass because glass is my preference. So you're going to need a bowl. You're going to need a spray bottle, right? And it could be a reusable spray bottle. It could be a dollar store spray bottle. You do want it kind of big. You want one of the bigger ones, not like the ones that you can use on your hair. I can hear my phone. Oh. You want one like the cleansing ones. And you're going to need some fresh herbs. So this is also something that these herbs are fresh. Now the idea is that you use all fresh, and I had all fresh here for you guys, but it took me so long to do that. Some of my fresh herbs did go bad, and so 3 of them went bad, and one of them I can replace with a plant, and then I'm gonna have to use dried herbs for the other 2. If all you have is dried herbs, it is going to still work for you. I would say you want to do it in a repeat cycle. Now, I did this, like I said, a week ago when I did the original live, and I thought I was doing live in the group, and it has really cleared out, but I do notice that I need to do it again for certain things. So here we are, and I'll be using some dried ingredients. So you need a bowl, a large bowl, right? This is like the party bowl. You're going to need a cleaning spray bottle, so a larger spray bottle. You're going to need hot water, right? So you can boil it on the stove. Really, really hot tap water, if you use tap water, would be fine for this. And I just used probably like a half a gallon, really, of hot water that you're going to pour over these herbs. So let's get to mixing, because in essence, what we're going to be making is an herbal infusion potion. And we're going to start with sage. And sage, I didn't open the packet and it did go bad. So all of these ingredients that I got from Walmart, from the grocery section. If you guys follow me on social media, I know I haven't been on YouTube a lot lately, but since the pandemic, I really live like that Amazon lifestyle, right? So if it can be delivered, it can be. You know, I think it should be. So I didn't go into the store. I placed a Walmart order, and you can order these right on the app and then have it delivered with like the rest of your groceries or whatever. So this is the organic sage, right? These, where I am, they're $1.80, 98 each. So if you feel like you need to make a lot, like how much of the herbs, whether you want to use the whole pack or half a pack or whatever, is completely up to you. You need to tap into your intuition and figure out like what is the best amount. If you have done the pendulum program with me, or if you've watched my video on how to know the truth about everything and you are skilled enough to use your body as a pendulum, this would be a good time to practice that. Like, how much of these herbs, of each herb, ask each time, how much should I use? For me, I'm using a whole pack, right, of each herb is what I'm doing, if you want to know what I'm doing particularly. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty wilted or what have you, but I'm using a whole pack. So we have sage. So the reason we're using sage is because sage is for improving your intuition. It helps with you making better decisions. It gives you clarity. It brings clarification to things. It is cleansing, and really you have a better life when you make better decisions. So sage, that's why people sage out the old energy, right? We're getting rid of stuff. So that's really what sage brings to messing with this eyelash because it feels weird. That's really what sage brings to this formula. The next ingredient I want to talk about is the rosemary. So rosemary is good for abundance. It's good for improving if you have a business, right? It is good for attraction if you are trying to attract a job, a new home. It removes abundance blocks. If you have legal issues, rosemary helps a lot with that. If you are about to be evicted, right? If you had a situation where due to COVID, like you hadn't paid rent in a while, use some rosemary and in an abundance spell and in a home protection stability spell. That type of magic will definitely help you. Rosemary is also a really natural mood enhancer, so it makes you feel good. I have rosemary plants around for that reason. The next one is mint. My mint is definitely bad, right? But that's the brand. That's what it looks like. I'm going to cut some mint off of my plant and to put in here. And then I'll probably use a little bit of dried mint. Okay. And I'm breaking these up, right? I'm pulling them off the stems. I'm leaving stems and everything, but I am breaking it up because you're making an infusion. And so when it's kind of broken up and the leaves are kind of opened, it allows for the infusion process to happen more seamlessly and for more of the properties of the herbs to leach into the water. So mint, of course, is a money herb. It also helps to prevent and heal illnesses, to promote visions and dreams, and so that you can see things and do things way more clearly. Okay, so where were we? Mint. So the mint really helps promote the visions, vivid dreams. It's a money drawing herb. So it prevents illnesses, all of those types of things. So I just cut some of my older leaves and I'm starting a little herb garden, more than a little, but here. So I have a lot of live plants myself right now. So the next one are the bay leaves, right? And I'm gonna do a video today actually on the bay leaves, and they dry beautifully. So they are a little bit dry. If you want to have really nice big leaves for the bay laurel spells, buying it fresh and letting them dry, and look how freaking big that is. So they're beautiful. So I'm going to break these up and add them in here. So what bay leaf does is, you may know people use it for the wish spell, which is the one I'm going to do for you guys in a little bit today. But it's also for money. It's about, making wishes come true. It is for prosperity. It is for clearing away negativity. It protects your magic and your manifestations from being seen by other people, which I'll talk about that in the other video. And years ago, centuries ago, people believed that the bay laurel leaves, helped heal people and protect people from the plague, which we are technically having right now, right? So burning the bay leaf in the home actually has a lot of really amazing properties. So our next herb is thyme. Thyme helps you with, there we go, It promotes restful sleep, health, psychic powers, and it really helps you accomplish your goals. So this is really sort of a booster, and you get a lot. Look at this. There's a lot in there. It's a real booster to this particular potion because it's really about bringing in, right, and accomplishing and getting what you want, and doing it from a place of health and healing and rest and peace. The thyme is what really does that for you. The next herb is the basil. So basil is for love, and it's for keeping your partner faithful and for stopping infidelity if you've had infidelity in your relationship, or if you want to keep a partner from straying. Basil is all that. And so my store had the sweet basil, and this is one that didn't fare so well over the time. Um, so before, centuries ago, women would wear fresh basil to attract a lover. So by putting this basil into your into this, you are really attracting money. It helps to cleanse, but it's promoting this loving energy for people to love you, for you to love yourself. So it promotes the self-love, client love. If you want your clients to like love you and keep coming back to you and doing all of those amazing things with you and wanting to work with you, then basil is the shit for that. To promote love and harmony in the home with everybody that is in the home. Perfect for that. Let's see. Lemongrass, I don't know where it is, but usually it comes in the same kind. It is the same company. You get 2 sticks, drop those in there, break those up, right? The lemongrass is the road opening part of this spell. And if you don't have the fresh, you can use the dried, but use a good handful of it. But it is the road opening. And when it is combined with cinnamon, almost forgot about that, right? That's what really activates it and causes it to be more of a road opening. So drop in a cinnamon stick. The cinnamon stick, of course, is dried, and these are nice and big, so I'm definitely gonna break those up. So the other things that you may want to add. Now, I'm going to add my own because I make Florida water, but you may be familiar with this. This is some Florida water that aids in cleansing out old energy. So I'm going to put my Florida water in there. Money oil and crystals. I'm not adding crystals to mine because I'm straining it directly into a spray bottle to be sprayed. Now, what I did with my first batch was like while it was steeping, I set it on a bed of crystals, right? Because that's how I charged it with the crystals. And I'd used crystals for cleansing and protection and for money and so forth. So I charged it on a bed of crystals instead of adding crystals into the mix, because once I do that, when I add crystals into a mix, like they're done with them and they go out with all the other ingredients. I don't sift them out. And then if you want to use other oils like prosperity oil, and I'm going to add, I have some St. Michael oil, so I'm going to add some of that. I have some fast money oil, because I want things to happen very fast. I have some happiness oil, which is this beautiful yellow. So I'm going to put a few drops, and like with the oils, you only need a few drops. Happiness. And then this one is the rapid money, right? Because I do want to speed up my process. And then no, it's not this one. here we go. This is my gold abundance oil. I don't know if you could see it, but it's got the real gold flakes and everything in there. This is the one that I make. It's available in the Apothecary. So then, and all my oils already have crystals in it. This has real, those gold flakes are real, actual edible gold. My oils are made with pure organic essential oils. So it's amazing. It smells amazing. So I've added that. Now I'm going to pour in my hot water. And then if you have a strainer, this is typically the spoon that I would use, and I would mix, right? So I mix outward and towards me, but for the most part, I just let it sit. So the direction of mixing isn't that important, but I just try to make sure that all the herbs get covered with water and steep. And I try to let it steep for 12 to 24 hours. Get a strainer. They have strainers at the dollar store, so just a smaller one so that it can fit into, you can get it into your spray bottle, right? So this is what is left of my last jar, our last mixture. And there's a little bit of herbs in there. But if you want it to last long, if you're not able to use it all, if you want to just have some on hand, like do this, make another batch, have some on hand for when things start to feel stagnant, mix it half and half with either witch hazel or rubbing alcohol, and that will extend the life because in essence, this is a tea infusion, right? And so tea will go bad. So now what you do is you spray down all the doors, you spray down all your windows, window seals, you could spray carpet, I could spray sofas where people have came in and sat with their bad stagnant energy and get it all out, and then wipe down everything and throw it down, you know, the front porch, and then everything else that gets left behind in this bowl can be simply put in the trash. You don't actually need to keep it or maintain it or bury it or none of those types of things. Just simply trash it. But that is your road opener. And it's especially a good time to do this because we're getting ready to go into the full moon. So opening up all the roads, removing all the blocks, like that's what this is really about. So I hope that helps. If you have questions, please, please, please leave your questions, comments, thoughts below. Love to answer them, talk to you about it, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you are interested in joining the Moon Goddess Circle, the link is below. You can also join Goddess Frequency, where I do a lot of training in there on manifesting, and there'll be more regular card readings in there starting in September, and just a lot of information on leveling up your life and living at a higher frequency. See you guys soon.